And there we have it. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is 2Boss and welcome back to another DCS World livestream. In today's livestream, we're going to be taking on the Huey Last Show Campaign by SorelRo. If you guys are unfamiliar with this campaign, basically it is a campaign designed, you guessed it, for the Huey. And it has a fictional storyline that is added to it. So without getting too far ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and kick things off by reading the introduction to the campaign. Alright. The introduction to the Huey Last Show. April 25th, 1978, the USSR chairman Leonid Brezhnev falls sick and relinquishes the control of the Communist Party. The newly appointed chairman, Yuri Andropov, takes the reins of the USSR, but there is turmoil inside the Communist Party. The party is torn between the partisans for the war in Afghanistan and the factions against it. Andropov, opposing the decision to have a military intervention in Afghanistan, is losing support, and on August 23, 1978, a successful coup d'etat removes Andropov from Moscow. The country is torn, and on August 30th, Ukraine declares its independence, followed by the rest of the USSR regions. On October 15th, 1978, Georgia and Krasnodar declare their independence. In the following weeks, the Communist Party is trying to regain control of the former Soviet Union. The 127th Motor Rifle Division seizes Tbilisi and reinstates the Soviet leadership. The division continues north towards Krasnodar, but due to the long supply lines and lack of support from the locals, the advance stops before crossing the rivers Shada and Afips and Bezips. Wow, I'm butchering these names, I'm sure. Under UN intervention, a ceasefire agreement was signed by all factions on December 20th, hoping for a peaceful resolution of the conflict. The former Soviet provinces voiced their concern to the UN about an escalation of the conflict once the USSR troops resupply and weather permits. The UN agrees to maintain a peacekeeping force in the region of Krasnodar, and NATO forces are tasked to deploy. The USSR declares that any foreign troops based on the territory of the Soviet Union are considered hostile. On the 1st of January 1979, a small contingent of UN forces start to deploy in the newly formed Republic of Krasnodar. Small elements of Green Berets, SAS, and logistic elements are setting up in Krasnodar, maintaining the UN resolution and training local militia troops, hoping that the conflict will not escalate further. 4th Aviation Regiment is being reinstated ahead of schedule and is being tasked to deploy into Krasnodar mid-January. The Blackjacks will have one last show with the Huey before switching to the Blackhawks. The last show is about to begin. Alright, well there you have it. So, with the introduction of the campaign out of the way, let's go ahead and start with the first mission. Mission 1, Deployment. Deployment's taking a minute. Oh boy. DCS, don't you dare crash on me. Thank God. Okay. So we have, well, let's first read off the situation before we look at the neat board pages. So mission 1, deployment. It's going to be Georgia. We're flying a UH-1H. Task is transport. We are armed with left and right door gunners with 7.62 machine guns. There's going to be at least 2 Hueys and a CH-47. It's January 14th, 1979. The division is getting ready to land in the newly formed Democratic Republic of Krasnodar. The Hueys are put together on the ship. And ready to be flown out to the UN nation base called London Base. I wonder if that actually happened. Do you think Hueys would actually be assembled on the ships so that they were ready to go? I don't know. Maybe it's a weird way I'm reading it, but that's how it's coming across to me. During the transit, you are tasked to fly to the Novo harbor and pick up a load of cargo, and fly it to London. Out of context, this sounds weird, but I know what that means. The colonel, and for those who don't know, London is the name of the FARP. The colonel said during briefing that it's a good way to get used to heavy loads. That's what she said. The weather and the lay of the land, and the pilots must get used to it because that's all we will be doing. Just flying ass and trash mission and carry soldiers around. This is not a war, but a peace. Oh, a little bit of a wrong word there, but a peacekeeping operation. All right. ATO, Mission 1 deployment, task. Mission commander is Pontiac 11. I believe that is coordinate locations, communication, 4250, 650, and NDB. You know, that's actually one thing I should have gotten used to before starting this campaign is learning how to use the navigation radios, because I think I know what this means. I'm pretty sure I know where that radio is. I have never used it. Ramrod, Hockey Star, not sure what that means. Bullseye is this location, targeted DMPIs, landing zone packages, transport package. Leader, Pontiac 11. Oh, I guess this is referring to us. Intraflight is 225. Okay. And wind is 1 meters a second, so not terrible. Wow, 11 and 13 higher up though, so we'll stay relatively low, I think. We'll see. All right, so let's take a look at these knee boards. So steer point 0, so where we take off. Okay, that's easy enough. Steer point 1 is going to be for 8 nautical miles from steer point 0. And it's going to be heading 314. If I'm reading that right. I'm going to have to double check that one. Oh, no, it's 353. Okay, so we're going to be doing 353 for 8 nautical miles. And then after that, it'll be 041, 089, 065. So we'll be flying mostly north initially. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly. We'll find out. All right, let's go to the next page. Waypoint 0, ETA 830. Heading for here we go. For waypoint 1 is 353, so mostly north. 041, 089 mostly east, and then 065 is the FARP. I'm sure we'll be given directions all along the way. All right, easy enough. Oh, and here's the route. Sweet. This actually makes it a lot easier. So we're going to take off from, looks like a ship, fly to the harbor, go northeast towards Krasnodar. Looks like we're going to be following a potential... Actually, I don't see a valley, but there is a road that goes in this direction, so we could probably use that as a point of reference. Then we'll fly direct east over these cities, and then eventually we'll reach FARP London between 2 of the cities. All right, cool. Let's do it. Make it happen. Oh, man.
All ready, Chief?
Yes, sir.
Let's crank it up.
Oh boy, this is going to be lovely.
All right, lads. You got room for one more. All the way to London.
Chief?
All the way to London.
This one big fella. She's a good bird, this one. It will make it with the extra load.
All right, hop in. Have a seat and strap in.
Alrighty. So we are carrying an extra passenger, it seems. And we are tasked with cargo sling loading at night. This is not an easy campaign already, right off the bat.
Chief says you may be too heavy and we might not be able to take off with you.
Aye. I'll go down and get a shove.
He looks like he could do this one.
Alright. Let's put the throttle up, throttle it back down. So we see the pop. There it is. Alright. Let's make sure these radios and stuff are all set up correctly. So if I remember right, we should be able to see the... Yep, there it is. Springfield. This is not telling me any of my radio requirements. FARP is 127.5. We could do that. Wait, can we do that? Yes, we can. 127.5. There it is. Then NDB was 650, which I assume is this guy. So I'm going to set this guy to 650, retrain and home. Transmit to ground. Set that there. Armor dispensers.
All right, let's head for the harbor. Heading 342.
Roger,
45.2.
342. Gotta love the weather here. Chief, tell our guests to put a headset on.
45.2. So if I tune this to 45.2, I should get a reading. So 45 decimal.
How do you say
Nope.
it?
There.
Krasnodar Airlines. I hope you enjoy our flight.
Alrighty, well, let's see what happens.
Might we ask who the hell are you?
Thanks, boys. My name's Angus. Angus McGavin.
Angus.
And I'm a captain in the SAS.
How'd you end up here?
Same as you boys. I got ordered. This whole mess started with the United Nations and the Soviets. Some guys got ordered here to help these guys get some troops trained in moonshine. There's some of us from the SAS, some of you from SEAL and the Green Berets, and, believe it or not, some Aussies. They call themselves the Snake Eaters. Bloody right of a name. Oh, it's mad.
Alright.
And you guys are training some militia of some sort?
Aye. Keep in mind that all the Russian boys went to service for 2 years, so they have their basics, and they know from what end to hold AK-47 how to clean it like a shiny toy. They can parade like clockwork. Other than that, they don't know a whole lot. So,
Alrighty.
we're here to train them up a little.
Everything is now on.
Like war.
I'm okay with the cabin lights, but let's turn on these knobs.
Now, there's no more politics.
Now we could turn off the cabin lights.
Just like they tried in Vietnam.
So it's-
These
there we
boys,
go.
are they
Oh,
willing
maybe
to
not.
fight when push comes to shove?
Lad, a lot of them suffered a lot from the joy of communism. You're asking a guy to go against his brother and cousin. Who can tell?
Are they still fighting now? They talked about a ceasefire.
Aye, they have. It's too cold for everyone. It won't stay too cold for much longer. The Russians are sending small units over the mountains and through the passes. And skirmishes. Good lads. A lot of them trained well. They smell like spetnats. They go in villages and either kill the new mayor or the old party member and blame each other.
Sounds like they read Project Phoenix.
That did a lot of good, didn't it?
Alright, time to head to the harbor. Watch, we're gonna crash the moment we take off. This is a tight fit.
We're working with you?
We'll see, lad. Depends on what the brass
This
wants
is a
to do with
very
us.
tight fit.
I keep saying that we have to show these people we can give them some support. We need to win some. Otherwise, they'll lose whatever little hope they have.
Alright, here we go.
We've been used to be led with a lot of stick and no too much carrot. Now, we're showing them just carrots.
Alright.
Bloody swords
Clear
have
the
no
boat.
idea what to do with them.
I never knew they made good philosophers in the SAS, Angus.
They don't, lad. As you see, I'm behind a rifle instead of writing a book.
All I know is I want to increase altitude. That is it. Alright. Now where we want to go is not Krasnodar, which is directly ahead of us. We want to go to Novo, which is to the left a tiny bit. Oh wait, or is this Novo? No, Novo should be... Oh boy. That's not a good start. Let's double check where we are. Yeah, I was right, so... That way is Novo, so let's fly that way. But we will use the coastline to fly, because this is going to be impossible in these kinds of weather conditions. Alright, let's turn our landing light on. And then we'll also extend it. Not that it's going to be of much use until we're closer to the ground, but at least it'll be there. This is one hell of a starting mission for a campaign. You definitely need to know what you're doing in the Huey if you're going to be flying a night... Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not exactly night. It's early morning mission in the Huey. And you're off to go pick up and sling load a long distance. So we're actually on the way to the harbor to do a sling load, which will fly all the way over to FARP London, which is quite a ways away. Additionally, it's pretty hard to see these instruments with our night vision goggles enabled. I have to look at it kind of like from this perspective to see if we're gaining or if we're increasing or decreasing vertical speed. There we go. Oh, in fact, you know what I could probably do is I could probably enable probably eye tracking so you guys can see where I'm looking. That might help to see what I'm doing exactly. In fact, let me do that really quick. Should be easy enough. Oh. I can't do that unless I switch scenes. So let me get into a stable trim before I do that. Okay, what is with this trim? It's like it engages and then doesn't engage. So I'm holding down trim. There. That's what I want. Now let's...
Novo Harbor from Pontiac 1-1, 5 minutes inbound. Have anything for us?
Pontiac 1-1, good morning. We have cargo lined up for you. Go for the ammo crate. We'll pop smoke when the chief waves at us. Wind is 243 for 3.
Roger that. We'll pick the ammo. Wind 243 for 3.
243 for 3. Awesome. So I'm not sure what's up with the trimmer. It's
gonna sling 2 tons of ammo underneath. Should have picked a different rate.
Hey, don't be scared. We made it this far. Not bad for our first flight.
There, see?
Chief, wave at them to pop smoke.
Use F6. All cargoes. I imagine... Wait, which one do we want? Does it matter? Okay, we'll go for... I guess the UH-1H cargo, or do we do
Chief,
ammo?
let's get ready for the sling load.
Welcome.
Well, we're at the harbor. We don't know where the sling load is yet because we haven't asked them to pop smoke yet, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of a turn here, get into a small hover, ask them to pop smoke, and then hopefully we should be able to find it after that point. I swear, central position trimmer mode does not work for the pedals. Alright, let's see if we can get this cargo. I imagine we have to bring ammo with us? Is that what they said? Hold on, let me go back to the message history. Hold on. F6. Is that cargo load? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, let's just grab anything. F6, and we'll grab UH-1H. Now we have to find the smoke. Which is apparently very difficult to find. Am I blind? There are no, Okay, where are these packages? Can I see them out? Oh, they're to the left. Also, nope, still not quite bright enough yet. But they're down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's the package. It's a big harbor. It's hard to find, okay? This thing is literally miles around. How am I supposed to know it's exactly here? Yeah, there is definitely no central position trimmer for the rudder pedals. That's gonna be a little rough. That's okay, we'll make it work. Where is this thing? There it is. Get directly over it.
Left.
To the left.
Left. 30. In position.
Oh. Alright.
Left. 30. Left. 10.
There it is.
In position. You are hooked.
Alright, we're hooked. Let's bring it up
Take
until it's...
tension. Take the line is tight.
Oh, but let's do it forward.
3 meters off the ground. Load is hanging steady. Take it away.
Alright, taken away. So we need to follow a road that goes towards Krasnodar. If I remember correctly, Krasnodar is in this direction. And I believe that's the road there on the right. Okay. I think we're at a point where we don't need the NVGs anymore.
The load is swinging side to side, 10.
This is a little nerve-wracking.
Keep her steady, we got some mountains up ahead. Keep enough clearance, heading 037.
Roger.
037, I got it. She's heavy and swinging.
Load is hanging steady. The load is swinging side to side, 10.
Yes, I know it is.
The load is swinging side to side, 10. The load is swinging side to side, 10. The load is swinging side to side, 10.
Okay, we'll keep following the road this direction. Yeah, we want to follow the road this way, and then we'll eventually flow that way. Oh,
Never liked how it feels with that
Load is
load up,
hanging
guys.
steady.
Bloody hell you guys are doing it. Ah,
You get used to it after a while, Angus. After doing it 20 times a day in Saigon, you don't really think about it.
oh, you've been to Saigon?
Just at the end, buddy, just at the end. You ever been to South Asia?
Might have seen Laos once or twice. Got some good friends with some green berets there.
Are they here as well?
Some of them. Yeah, they are.
Small world, eh?
Yeah, lad. It's just that there are too many idiots willing to go to any godforsaken place on this planet when they're ordered. So whenever there's a godforsaken place, they tend to get together.
small world amongst people in the military. Whether you're SAS, whether you're US Army, I guess they all find a way to meet each other. Go ahead and turn that off.
So, you've seen some action in Vietnam?
I was at the tail end of it. I got shot at, but mostly we were just tailing out of there.
Well, that was some nasty work there. The whole deal.
Yes, sir, it was. And yet, here we are, once again.
This is different, lad.
How so?
It's colder up here, in case you haven't noticed.
Well, we're flying pretty steady. Lights are completely on, but that's okay, I guess. Load is hanging steady. So we'll just continue to follow this road until we're told to head 090. On one hand, the clouds can look great, but when you're zoomed out like this, oh man, do they look pixelated on the horizon. Not sure what's up with that one. But we'll stay just a little zoomed in. What's our airspeed? We're currently flying 80 knots? That's not too bad.
Chief, are we looking good there?
I feel it under us. I really don't want to open the door and peek out.
Roger that. I'll tell you if we get light and you can tell me how nice the fireworks are.
Those things never set off like this.
Not even in this cold, Chief?
Well, just keep her steady. You may be hurting for fuel soon.
Roger that.
Roger that. Oh, we've dropped from 80 to 60 knots, just like that. Wow. Step on the gas just a little bit. Increase the collective. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Put that cyclic forward. There we go. That'll do. And of course, it's now out of trim again. The Huey is very sensitive to changes in attitude. It does not want to hold wherever you leave it. That's for sure. Okay, at some point we're going to start flying eastward. We just need to keep following this road. And step on the gas a little more so this doesn't take forever. We're going to be flying a straight line for hours at this point. Alright, let's see if I can get Toby working. Transform, fit to screen. And then I should probably turn it on. There we go. Now you guys can see where I'm looking. Step on the right pedal a bit, because we are kind of out of trim. Ugh. I really need to raise that. That is annoying to deal with. No central position trim mode. It exists for the flight stick, but not the pedals. That is kind of annoying. I will say it is a pretty time of day to be flying in a straight line for hours.
Heading 090.
There it is.
Keep it that way until you see the FARP. Should be all flat from now on.
And we'll just follow these cities to the east. Nice, gentle turn. Don't want to lose too much altitude. That's one of the cities we're going to be following. And we'll just continue in this direction. And let's go a little bit faster because That was the short part of the trip. We have this much more to go. Okay, a little bit more gas.
Lads, couple of things. Never drink any booze if you don't see the bottle being opened and it's not sealed and labelled. Stolichnaya is the vodka to go. I've seen people going for the antifreeze or for brake fluid here. They filter and refine it, but you'll still go blind.
Thanks for the tip, Angus. We have a stock of our own for now.
And how much do you think that will last with me around, eh?
That is a good tip, though. Never drink anything unless you know exactly where it's coming from. Especially if you're visiting another country. If you get a third-person view going for you guys. Currently at 4,000 feet. Probably drop that a little bit, so let's lower the collective to descend at roughly 500 feet per minute. Obviously, we also have to adjust our cyclic and the pedals.
The load is swinging side to side.
Uh-oh.
Load is hanging steady.
Thank you. Alright, we've descended to about 3,500 feet. I think what we actually want to be at is if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be 2,000 feet. Wow, this is a very blue, very blue fog. Or green, like almost teal fog. Got boys in the back. Mysterious fifth guy is somewhere in those seats. I feel like we should be seeing FARP London sometime soon.
approach, watch out for the radio tower.
Oh, Jesus, that was loud. Hey, what do you say? Watch out for the radio tower as we approach? Dude, I don't even see FARP London. Like, what are you even talking about? Is that it there? I don't even see it. What are you even warning me about? Okay, let's descend a bit more. Maybe there's supposed to be more visual cues if we were lower. Yeah, we are nowhere close. What are you doing? Tell me about a radio tower. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see specks on the horizon. Oh my god, is it really that far away? Oh gosh. This is gonna take ages. Well, I guess if we wanted the realistic Huey sling loading experience, this is it. Yeah, look at that. The sun's finally rising. Now, we don't have to worry about things like, I don't know, enemy forces below us taking pot shots at us. That's not a thing, is it? At least not right now. Looks like we've got at least 2, 3 helicopters. One is a lot closer.
See, there's no cars or trucks around here. Not a whole lot of gas available, and there's a curfew. So, we look at anything that moves on these roads. More often than not, our Soviet forces patrolling. We respect the ROE. We buzz them. If they fire us, we fire back.
Just like always, gotta wait to get my ass shot at before I can do something. What happened with us shooting first?
You know how it is, lad. We're the good guys. Gonna play by the rules.
I guess that is how it be. Speaking of which, you guys are set to hold. I mean, you have what, M60s back there? Alright. Pretty sure we're not going to have to use those in the first mission. But at least I know you guys got them. pretty sure we're not gunship outfitted. So those are our only options. What was it again? It was like, yeah, there it is. Yeah, we have no weapons aside from the door gunners. I will say, it is quite nice flying the Huey with just a controller. I'm totally hands-off right now. I've trimmed it out. I mean, there's a slight, ever so slight, like, drift to the right, but it's mostly trimmed out. It's kind of nice. So we're holding our vertical speed at 0. We're at, what is that, 2,500? Pretty sure that's 2,500 feet. Yeah, that looks like 2,500 feet. We got a friendly, Chinook, CH-47, flying by. Looks like he's going back to where we just came from. Very pretty sunset coming up over the mountains. It's kind of weird because there's this mountain here, and yet we can see the sun between that mountain and the ones here. So that's kind of weird. We'll attribute that to light-bending planet stuff, I guess. And one day that's going to be us too. Flying that CH-47. Looks like we've got a 2-ship of other helicopter here. And if I remember the briefing right, there was ×1 CH-47, ×2 UH-1H Hueys, which I thought we were one of those two, but I guess it's actually just 2 other Hueys, not including us. That's good to know. Oh, and I see FARP London. There she is, and there's the giant-ass radio tower that we were warned about ages ago. So, good thing I remembered about that. Yeah, we got 2 Hueys. Are they loaded up as gunships? That's weird, right? So, or to be outfitted as gunships? I mean, I see pods on the sides. Pretty sure I do. Well, we're almost there. Mission is almost over. Oh, I've got this set to 50 feet. I'm pretty sure that's how long our rope line is. I mean, that looks like 50 feet. Holding steady, that's for sure. Alright. We're already on 127.5. Let's see if we can contact that. ATC, London. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Pretty sure it's 127.5. That's what the kneeboard said. Yeah, 127.5, 253. FARP. Unless there's another radio somewhere, like some other radio information somewhere. FARP London. 129.5. Fine. 129.5. There it is. ATC, London, inbound.
Pontiac 1-1, inbound.
Inbound? Am I not supposed to do this myself?
Pontiac 1-1, inbound.
Alright, well, maybe it's a scripted thing, so I just need to be on 129.5, and then maybe the scripting will use the radios for us. Don't know for sure. Either way, we're almost there. I just don't know where to drop the, drop our load at. We have the Huey load underneath us. I'm sure there's going to be a designated spot for it, and that is going to be kind of a pain to try and do. Oh, I just remembered. I don't remember my button bind for for releasing the cargo. Pilot unhook his right stick click. Okay, cool. Whew, that would have been dangerous. Sun is finally rising over the mountains instead of between them. Very nice. That was actually really good timing.
I have the smoke.
Roger. Let's put the cargo down. Gently.
Easier said than done, buddy. Easier said than done. But looks like that's our drop-off zone, so we're gonna place the cargo there somehow. Oh boy, here we go. This is the first mission of the Huey Last Show Campaign. Cargo sling loading very early in the morning where you have to use your NVGs. And by the time you reach FARP London, it's been like an hour. Yeah, it's been 56 minutes so far since I started the stream. So probably about 5 minutes, or sorry, 50 minutes to get here. Well, either case, let's go ahead and start descending. So, any bets on if I'll be able to actually drop this off properly? I know it's going to be a mess. I guarantee you it's going to be a mess. But I feel like I can at least get it on the ground, but not necessarily at the smoke. Oh, uh-oh. I can feel it swinging. I know. I know. But let's pull it this way to the left. So supposedly, if the load starts swinging, you need to slow down the helicopter, start entering a gentle turn. It's a gentle turn. So now we are slowing down. We don't want to swing or slow down too much. And then slowly get out of the turn.
Load is hanging steady.
Ah, there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, we've trimmed for a rough hover. At least for our rudder pedals there. So let's slowly bring it over to the green smoke. And not decrease in altitude until we get there. We're currently 280 feet above the ground. Pretty sure our load is on a 50-foot rope. And we'll slowly get it there. Oh my god, please. Please, yaw control. Come on. Okay, there's the drop-off point. Let's start descending. Not too fast. We want to be between 0 and 500 feet per minute. Okay, we're above the drop-off zone. Still descending very slowly. Okay, now we're above the drop-off zone, for sure. Let's just bring the cargo down. Forward, please, not backward. Not that fast. Okay, almost there.
10 to ground. On the ground. Really?
Okay, cargo's off.
Hell yeah.
Fine, we're running low on fuel.
Hey VZ, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You caught me right as I dropped off my load to this drop-off zone. Let's see the results of our sling load here. Where did we drop it? Dude, look at that!
That was smooth. I'll see you guys at the mess tent.
Not
Chief,
bad at all.
open the door for me. Gotta go as soon as we land. Take the headset too. Cheerio, guys.
Cheerio, guys. Alright, so I guess we just land anywhere on the FARP here. We just choose this closest landing pad, and then that should be it for the mission. Not bad at all. Could have gone way worse. What I do know for sure, though, is I need to submit a couple bug reports about this Huey here and its controls. And there we have it. What do you think of the Huey rework? I mean, so far it feels fine. I know people were complaining that maybe it's... I don't know, it was a weird combination of having more power but also less at the same time. I'm not exactly sure what all the complaints were about. But so far it seems to be performing just fine. My only concern is that central position trimmer mode. So while we can introduce rudder trim, so for example, if I press and hold the trimmer, then hold the right trigger just bits, notice how my pedals are turning. Then once I let go of the trimmer, they bounce. That is not central position trimmer mode. What central position trimmer mode is, if I move the stick, hold trim, and let's say, and say I want to hold it here, if I let go, it should not bounce like that. It should wait for me to recenter my controls and then allow me to take control again. And I believe it does work for the cyclic for the most part, but it definitely does not seem to be working for the, Oh, maybe it is working. I wonder if it's... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because I'm pressing and holding. If I press and hold and then adjust the rudder and then let go of the trim, that's the issue. That's the problem. Okay, so the trick is, don't do the correct thing, and that is to press and hold force trim and then adjust the controls and then let go of force trim. You want to adjust your controls and then simply press force trim. Don't hold it down and then adjust controls. Press it after you've adjusted your controls and press it only the one time. That's how you work, how you do that. Oh, fantastic. We learned something new. Feel like that's still a bug, but it is what it is. All right, let's open these doors. Good job, boys. We did it. Let's turn off this Huey. That could not have been good for the engine. What? Why can't I flip this? Why can't I flip this cover? There we go. Okay. And there it is. First successful mission complete. That rotor is going to stop spinning, right? Let's see if we can help it along by pulling up the collective. Oh, you know what's actually pretty cool? Is if I time this right. Look at that. I can follow the blade. There's the collective down. There's the collective up. That's honestly pretty cool. It's a great shot. If only I could maintain this to match the speed the entire time. That's funny. Alright, let's turn off this battery. And there you have it. Alright, so what time is it? It is currently 11 p.m. for me. I could probably do one more mission in this campaign, but definitely not two more. So we'll go ahead and close this out. Quit. And oh, actually before I do that, let me save the track. Track files. We'll go under my missions. Let's go up. Tracks. Yeah, those will work. Because if I want to make a video of this later, I need a track file so I can get external shots. But knowing how track files work, well, more accurately don't work, and the fact that I was sling loading, this may not actually turn out that well. But I'll still save the mission anyways. Huey Last Show Mission 1. Okay, and mission. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and not waste time and go straight to mission 2. I guess I just hit OK. Go to mission 2. Yeah, there we go. All right, here is mission 2. So let me read off the situation and then we can get going. Allies flight is going to be a single OH-58D. Interesting. UH-1H Huey is going to be our flight, equipped with ×19 unguided rockets. So we have our ×19 rocket pods, fitted with high explosive and full minigun configuration. Wow, this is this is one hell of a mission. Okay, I see you. I see you. All right. Situation. Good morning. You have a few days to get your bearings and to get used to the surroundings. Oh wait, you had a few days to get your bearings and get used to the surroundings. Today we will go in country on an armed recon mission. We'll go in country on an armed... Wow, that was difficult to read for some reason. You will have an asset with you. Call sign Goat1. Greatest of all time. He is one of the SAS operatives in the area. You might have met him at the camp. He will direct your flight. He knows our AO better than anyone, and he knows how to operate in the area. Follow his instructions. ROE stands as before, so basically don't shoot first, only return fire. Oh, and it literally sits right here. Do not fire until fired upon. Respect the ROE and be mindful of the civilians and the AO. We must avoid any civilian casualties. Okay. I'm going to look at this when we're in the mission, but at least we can see the overview map. So here's where we start. Here's FARP London. Okay, looks like it's a clockwise pattern, so we're going to be flying roughly south-southeast. Follow this, go to this first major city, follow the road, go to the junction, then follow that south. And then at some point we're going to cut over, at this other junction here, and fly west-northwest, and then come back. Easy enough. Should be easy enough. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Looks like Pack A is going to be 127.5. London FARP is 129.55 now, and then NDB is still 650. Alright, well, it is what it is. Let's get it going. Hopefully this mission doesn't take another hour to complete, but it sounds like it's going to be a little more interesting this time around.
All ready, Chief?
Yes, sir.
Let's crank it up.
Let's crank it up. Oh, neat. They have moving ground vehicles here. That goes on. Turn on our radios. What they say, 129.55? There's 55. NDB is still 650. I assume this is what they're referring to for NDB. Put that to the radio, set that to ARM just in case. I think this was 42.5 or 45.2, something like that, but I don't think we're going to need it. Set it to ADF for now. Put our radio. Okay, we are good to get going. Let's turn on our lights for our consoles. Anti-collision is on. Flash. Set it to... let's set it to bright. Radar altimeter on. Okay. Start engine. And start spinning at some point. Oh, you should probably introduce fuel. There we go. And there's the rotor spinning. You know what? We might have to do this. Then bring that down until it clicks. There we go. Then bring it back up. Click it. Landing light we don't need anymore. We're going to wait for our gas producer to drop back down. Because that was kind of a failed start because I didn't have my fuel turned on. Also, fun fact, the pilot in the Huey can apparently break his neck. Oh, hey, look. Got a CH-47 over there. Is there anything else out here that's interesting? There's the Kiowa. There's another Huey. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we got multiple Hueys, a couple of Chinooks, Kiowa Warrior. Interesting. Oh, our blade stopped spinning, so let's go to try this again. This time with the gas flowing. All of that is still off, so we should still be good. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. What's going on here? She's failing to start up for some reason. Got battery on, that should be all I need up there. We've got fuel on. It's because I have too many systems online, so if I... Doesn't make sense. If I turn all of this off... Got hydraulics, force trim on. Turn off the radar altimeter. Turn off our lights. I mean, I don't think this is necessary. We want the anti-collision lights on. Then this guy is up, and then turn it down until it pops. There's the pop. Go back up a little bit. Yeah, right around there. Collective is all the way down. Let's try it again. Not sure what's going on with this startup. Does it come alive? Is it because it's like extra cold outside, so there's a different procedure here? I just keep holding it down until it starts? I feel like that's how you destroy your starter. Okay, what are you doing? So I'm gonna restart the mission because I don't feel like debugging what the heck is going on there. So let me end the mission and then play it again. Let's go and give that another shot. That's weird though, right? Alright, I'm just gonna do the bare basics. Gonna turn on the battery.
Chief?
Yes, sir.
Let's crank it up.
That, fuel on. That should be all we need. Put up the fuel, bring it back down. Then hit that, and bam. This should do it. Okay, now it's coming alive. Alright, well, whatever. Maybe I was turning on too many things. Maybe I didn't put the throttle in the correct position. Who knows? Either way, we're started up. Close those doors. Doors back there are shut. Turn on our force trim. IFF. Radio. Set the radio to 129.55. There we go. Turn on the engine the rest of the way. If you guys don't know why I'm using my right trigger, it's because I have that bound in my mouse scroll. So right trigger is scroll up, left trigger is scroll down. That's what also allows me to zoom in and out. So in cursor control mode, I can turn dials. In camera control mode, I could zoom in and out. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the inverter. Gen. Starter is off. I don't really monitor those, but I'll set those. Anti-collision. Flash on. Lights. Come on. Alright. 650, I believe. Transmit, receive, ground. Or guard. Home. ADF is on. Pretty sure this was 45.2. 45, and then decimal 2. Let's see. We do have rockets on board, so we'll set that to a count of 1. And if I remember right... Okay, so that's how I choose what side. And that's how I choose either 7.62 or 40-inch rockets. Or 275 rockets, I mean. Okay. But we'll stick to the 7.62 for now. Arm our flares. We'll keep that safe for now. Just leave it on and ready to go. Just in the safe position. Alright, and radar altimeter we need to set. Set this to 2,000 feet. By the way, thank you all for joining. For anyone who's stopping by, I hope you enjoy the stream. Today we are playing the Huey Last Show Campaign by SorelRo. SorelRo? Pretty sure I'm saying that right. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. We're only doing the first 2 missions of the campaign for this particular stream, and then we'll pick it back up later in the week. Alright. So this guy is now turned on. Let's make sure this thing works. Yes, it does. And I can't remember, is it this one? Uh-oh. There we go. So that is for the site. So that's the power. That's to undock it. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. Alright, and let's get ourselves aligned. So let me bring up the heading. So we're pointed at 174, so let's adjust this to correlate with that. There's 174-ish there. Oh, no, that's east. Hold on, we need to go 90 more degrees. There we go. Now we're at 174. So we're looking for a circle and a dash is what we're trying to set. And our first heading is going to be 156. So let's set this heading caret to 156. So we know exactly where we want to go. Actually, you know what? I know exactly where... So I'm going to do that tracking in my head manually, but I will set our next heading, which is going to be 207. But that should be pretty easy because we're just going to follow the road. So instead of that, we will set 282, which is just past west. So that'll be that heading. Okay, cool. So I'll set that, because that one is going to be the annoying one to try to follow. Alrighty, let's do it. The 153-ish. In this direction. Alright, there we have it. Or 160.
Damn it, the weather's stinko.
Oh, look at that, 160.
160, Decropansnia.
Chief, all good there in the back?
Yes, sir. All good. Just so damn cold.
We won't be opening the doors unless we must, Chief.
Absolutely.
Let's hope we don't have to, boys. How do you like it so far?
I'd rather not say, buddy.
Ah, come on, lads. The club is fun.
It ain't bad, man. Just that for the last 3 days, we did ass and trash flights for 8 hours straight. Truck drivers have it easier than us.
Aye. Have you seen the trucks around here? Careful what you wish for.
What are we up to today? This is the first time in a gunship since we got here.
Hey, like I told you
Left
last
a few
time,
degrees.
let's get the fly around
Okay.
and see what trouble we can run into. You guys know the lay of the land around the port base. Let's go down south and see how the people are doing. There's been some propaganda pamphlets that are popping up in these villages. Maybe we'll see something from the air.
Dropped from the air?
Nah, we would have heard them. Anyway, you guys keep your eyes open. We'll fly as briefed and check some of these villages and some of the clearings. Maybe we'll spot a trail in the snow.
Sure. So we're looking for a trail. Well, I should probably put that away for now. Keep ourselves safe for now. And it did say we were a little off course, so we corrected left a few degrees. It didn't give us an exact number, but I assume we're okay now, even though we're flying 140. And just to have F10 map guide us the rest of the way, so we want to hit this city and then follow the road south. Pretty sure that's what it wanted us to do, based on the map. Yeah. Oh, no, we have to go past that city. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. So we go beyond this? Oh, no. So this is the first city. We're going beyond that first city. Now we're going to this one. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is the city that we want to be at. Pretty sure. I believe this is it. Alright, so once we fly over it, we'll follow the road to the south.
Let's follow the river. The road southwest. Stay low for now.
Stay low.
Roger that.
Okay. Let's stay low for now. And following the river. Turn off our anti-collision as well as our position lights. River curves around this way. We'll just keep following it. You can spot the rivers, like if you can't see the river itself, but you know it's surrounded by a bunch of trees all along the way. So even if you can't see the water, just follow the trees that would be around it. And then of course there's this road here. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. I think I'd much rather follow the road than the
See the
river.
clearing? Some tracks in there.
Want to have a closer look?
No. Keep going.
Roger that. We will keep going. So he said he spotted some tracks, and I imagine it's not probably foot tracks, so that would imply...
This one's clean. Nothing went through there.
Okay, we will keep going. I guess he's looking at each one of those openings, which is pretty cool. From a mission design standpoint, that's pretty neat. Man, look at the snow flying into the canopy. This is actually kind of nice to look at. Well, nothing. No idea what we're looking for, but I assume it's going to be vehicles. If he's able to spot tracks from way up here, yeah, it's got to be vehicles. Oh, and there's an opening out in the distance.
Hey, Angus, up ahead. 2 trucks?
Good eyes, lad.
What?
Like you're a pilot. Look at those bastards.
Those
are
bastards.
not civilian trucks.
Look at those bastards just
Okay,
driving around.
what do we
Oh, they're
do?
there.
We have our ROE.
Arm your pea shooters. Go hot. If they shoot at us and you hear a whistle close, we toast them.
Alright. Look at those bastards just driving around like they own the place.
We have 2 trucks 4 miles southeast of Carpathia. They seem to be military trucks.
Pontiac 1-1, London. Maintain contact, maintain ROE. Oh, you hear that voice? I wonder whose voice that was. Oh man, that was weird to hear. Where were those trucks? Oh, there they are, just over his shoulder. Yeah, but if you guys didn't know, I submitted a couple voice lines for this campaign, and that was one of them. Maintain contact, maintain ROE. Although I feel like my mic was a bit too clear. It might have needed a little bit more processing to make it sound like it was coming over a radio. Oh, looks like they're going off-road now. So I'm going to go ahead and arm up. Let's select the...
They're forging that river. I think they'll vanish the forest.
I'll stay with them. Let's go fast and keep moving. If they start shooting, I don't want them to have an easy target.
Yep, we can do that. Step up the speed a little bit. We'll have our rockets ready to go. Pretty sure they're going in the direction where we're currently flying. I don't see them anymore though. Let's set our gunners to return fire. Ooh, in fact... So I do have it set up so that I can use an autopilot with the AI, or the quote-unquote AI, it's really just a cheat. But if I do attitude hold correctly, I should be able to use that minigun myself. So that'll be interesting. Hey VK Northern, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. It's going pretty good, Just flying the SorelRo campaign, the Huey Last Show. Okay, let's see if I can activate the autopilot. So I think it's this? Yeah, there we go. Now, I should be able to hold level flight. Oh my god, I have no idea what it's doing anymore. Let's disengage the autopilot. Let's tell it this trim. Autopilot, attitude hold. That doesn't look like attitude hold. Okay, we're just gonna do it ourselves. In fact, let's see if I can... Oh! No, that's not... Please, you're supposed to hold fire, not... Or, sorry, return fire, not do it first. Oh, I really hope that didn't screw up the mission. Okay, so we're just gonna fly the aircraft ourselves, but we're gonna do it from the seat. This will be interesting. Oh, never mind. They're actually flying it for me right now. Okay, cool. Good to know. Oh no, I think I messed up the script a little bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Maybe what if I fly a little closer? I'm flying it myself now. I took over control. Oh no, I think I damaged him, so they are doing the thing where they scatter. and they need like, I think it's like 300 seconds before they start moving again. Damn. Okay, well, we'll give them their time. Hopefully it's not too big of a deal. If only we could change seat in multiplayer? Yeah, you know what? I just realized that, huh? You can't change seat when you're flying alone? I was on Georgia at War setting up a Hawk side in my Huey. I just built it and then not even 2 minutes later a bunch of C-25Ts blew it up. Yeah, that's how it goes on Georgia at War whenever you do logistics in the Huey. The moment you put anything up, the frogfoots are all over you. Well, hopefully this is a pretty good hold position for the trim. The orbit seems to be pretty nice. We'll give them a couple minutes to gather their senses after that little spark off by our AI pilot, or AI gunner. Ah, man. Oh, that sucks to hear. Hopefully they update it again soon enough. Oh! I need to stop pressing that button. So I have right bumper set to mouse click, and apparently mouse click is actually fire gun, which is kind of cool when I'm in the seat, but it's not so great if I want to like switch to a different seat. So I might actually unbind that, because I have it for a setup on my start button as well, for firing the gun. Can you imagine being just some dude driving a truck and then this Huey is orbiting you and you just see a rain of red tracers because of a negligent discharge? Like it just goes brrr, and then doesn't hit you, it just hits like the empty field next to you, and then that's all it was. It was like a warning shot, but it was just negligent a negligent discharge. Tried explaining that one to your superiors. Oh, I really hope we didn't break this mission, because that AI probably had dead accurate aim and he did some damage to him. Have you played Paradise Lost yet? I've seen gameplay of it. It seems really fun. No, not yet. This is actually... So I've never played a campaign all the way through. I've played the AVAB Harrier campaign. 2 missions of that. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Sky Warrior. I played 2 missions of that. The voice acting was a little rough to get through. And honestly, I still would have played it if it wasn't for a specific sound setting my dog off. So every time there was a specific sound that was basically played when a message was read to the user. So not like by voice line, but it was like a little pop-up, hey, by the way, you need to do this. Whenever that sound effect played, my dog would just freak out. He's like, what the hell is going on? He would just run downstairs, start barking like crazy. It's not exactly great for a recording or streaming experience. So if it wasn't for that, I probably would have played more missions of it. But unfortunately, there's only 2 missions so far. But if you want to see those missions, I do have them recorded and uploaded on YouTube. Just look up Tuvas Sky Warrior campaign. Okay, we're going to give these guys a couple more orbits. And I don't know what to do if they end up not being able to do anything because of the damage they took. I don't want to have to restart the mission just for that. But I almost want to see what happens and how the mission progresses if I just destroy them. I think your dog's trying to follow orders. Talk about a dogfight. That's awesome. In fact, Mission 2 involved a dogfight at one point. Alright, so that's one orbit. We're going to give it one more orbit, so when we're back in this position, like right now, like where we're at now, when we return to that spot, if they still haven't started moving again, we'll just see what happens when we destroy the trucks. Just rain almighty hell on them, and then pray that doesn't just completely ruin the campaign. This particular mission in the campaign. I'm gonna get into the campaign, but I really wish there was a way to save progress. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. It's like campaign designers need to design them as being like really short missions, because otherwise, if you have like your own life to lead, there's no way to just hit pause. Like sometimes pausing the game involves shutting DCS down, right? Like if you have to go off and take care of your kids, you have to go off on a dog walk. Sometimes you just can't leave DCS running, right? But I do know that some missions incorporate kind of like a pseudo checkpoint system where you can say, hey, I went halfway through the mission, so let me play this specific version of the mission instead. But that's kind of like a weird workaround. But I do know Eagle Dynamics is working on a way to do checkpoints. I just don't know how soon that's gonna be. Okay, well, we're back at this point, so let's just let it rip. See what happens. Does this not do any damage? Oh, it does. It does do damage. Just need to be careful not to fly into the mountain, because I am piloting this thing at the same time. So this is a little difficult to do. There we go, one's down. Not the one I meant to shoot, but that's okay. There we go. And number 2 is down. So let's find a way to get back in the front seat. There we go. If I do it fast enough, then I don't have to worry about it shooting. And just for the hell of it, let's see what happens if we try to finish him off with rockets. Whoa, hello. There's the explosion. Never mind. So much for rockets. Let's shut those doors. Yep, they're definitely toast. Well, I'm pretty sure the mission is foobar at this point. Yeah, it's not going to continue. And unfortunately, I do not have any more time to rerun this mission. So that is also unfortunate. So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and land this thing right next to our complete failure of a go at the second mission of the campaign. Oh, please. I swear I'm a better pilot than this. Okay. I just have to get used to the whole press force trim and don't press and hold it. Don't descend much faster than that, please. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, man. Oh, well. That sucks. I wish it would account for these kinds of situations, like give you an alternate version of the story if you do mess it up like that. But unfortunately, it looks like it just completely breaks the mission, which, yeah, not ideal, but you can only account for so many ways the player can handle these sorts of missions, right? Oh well, anyways. Alright everyone, well that'll be it for me tonight because it is almost midnight and I have work in the morning. So for everyone who was able to tune in this late at night, I imagine it's probably easier for you guys because it's... What is GMT time right now? Is it like 6 a.m.? Close, almost 7. So anyways guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure to leave a like. Oh, I should probably look at the... I need to get used to looking at the camera instead of like OBS or the chat. But thank you all for watching. If you like this content, please leave a like if you like this content. And oh man, I totally lost my spiel. But either way, thank you all for joining. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a ding the bell, whatever it is YouTube is asking you to do nowadays. And VK Northern, Rob, oh 8 a.m. in the UK. Okay, good to know. Oh, that's right. The UK is +1 GMT. Wait, is that BST? It's British summertime right now. That would make sense, actually. VK Northern, Rob, VZ, and I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you all for for joining along, and I guess we'll tune in next time for some more DCS World live streams. Take care, guys. Have a nice day.